Hi guys, Chris we're back with another episode from my York City simulated career. It's about time I got my international management career up and running. We have a couple of games to get our teeth into straight away. Here we go, the first game coming up on Saturday the 3rd of September. And it's a World Championship qualifier match against Venezuela. We're at home as well, which is great news. Quickly check the squad out, see how they're looking. Okay, so they're currently playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Everything looks to be okay. Struggling for left backs. It's not too bad. Quickly run through the rest of the team, see if there's any other changes we need to make. Got Antonio Valencia there, Rojas, Casido as the striker. Okay, Valencia can only play right mid, so we need to keep him there for now. Ibarra can play right wing, Castillo striker, Montero can play cam. Oh, and Martinez is 74, Montero is 79. That's great, that's a good start. Okay, not many other changes we really need to make to the team. So what we'll do, we shall get on with the match. We'll sim this match against Venezuela, who are also playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games to Uruguay and Peru. Okay, 1-1 draw. Rojas with the equalising goal for Ecuador. It's not too bad. I'm not too sure the formation is going to work out. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to quickly run through the formations and see what we can do, and I'll be back with you when I've sorted it. Okay guys, I've changed to a 3-5-2 formation. I'm not going to bore you with how I've changed the team, but you can see there's our new team. We have Minda, Achille and Azaro at the back. We have Quinoz, Nabia, Valencia, Rojas and Montero in midfield, and Benitez and Casido up front. Okay, 2-2 draw away at Paraguay. It's a great start for this new formation. Not too much else we really need to do, apart from get back to league action, as expectations high for Medeiros' debut. It's also the debut for Herman Meyer as well. Quickly go and check the team. 4.5-star team now. We should be able to grace most Premier League grounds with that team. Form's not looking too bad for most of the players. We have Medeiros and Meyer in the back. We'll bring Moreno Fuentes into the team. I think Taylor's the best central midfield we can have at the moment. I may drop Benzia and bring Baker in, as he is a more natural cam, as he's more naturally acclimatised to the cam role. Okay, bench is looking good as well. Not much we really need to change there. Let's have a quick look further down, see if there's anyone else we can bring in. Lazarevic, I think we can bring you, especially even onto the bench, if not into the starting 11. We'll take Valverde off and bring you onto the bench. And we will look to get this game against Cardiff underway, who are second in the table. Unbeaten in their last 3. They won 3-0 against Bristol Rovers in their last game. Okay, we take a 2-1 win. Goals from Canteros and De Souza Silva seal the victory. It's great news. That puts us a bit further up the table. We haven't managed to claw into the top half of the table yet, but we're every point gained out now is a valuable point. And look to get this next game against Ipswich, I believe, underway. Okay, form is looking not too bad for most of the players. Energy levels are very good, so we'll keep the team as is. Yeah, playing Ipswich, who are 7th in the table. They have won 2 of their last 3, beat Bristol City and Reading 2-1, and lost 1-0 to Forest. You can see how we get on here. Okay, 1-0 win. Baker with the goal 9 minutes from time. The only goal in the game, and enough to seal another 3 points for York, as York City selection pleasing Taylor. Well, if you're in form, you're going to be in my team, as Paul Jose Lemaire is one to watch in the future. Okay, tough game coming up against Brighton, who are 23rd in the table. We'll quickly get in and check the team ahead of this game. Form is coming back for most of the players. I don't really think there's any changes we really need to make. Pranic, I'll give you a rest and bring Benzia onto the bench. Other than that, Hayams, I really want to progress you, but with the team in form, I can't really afford to bring you on to even the bench or the team, as I want players who are in form, and I want the best team out there. As we need to get back into the top half of the table and back into the playoffs as soon as we can. Okay, Brighton have been in mixed form recently. Okay, and they draw this game. Brighton end up down to 9 men. Herman Mir with his debut goal for York as well. Okay, tough Capital One Cup game coming up against Reading. And then we have a game against Millwall. Quickly get this schedule moved on. And then we will get this game against Reading underway. Could do with a win in the Capital One Cup. Keep some prize money coming in. Okay, here we go. Let's check the team. We'll give Butland a chance in goal. Valverde can come into the back line, as well as Luke Shaw. We will give Hayams a game. And I think that's about it. I don't want to change too much of the team, as there's a lot of players with bad form. Benzia's form's not too bad, so we'll give him a game as well. And we will look to get this game in the Capital One Cup underway. Okay, Reading have won 2 of their last 3 games. In both their wins they didn't concede. Okay, 2-2 draw, and we take the game 5-4 on penalties. Canteros and Benzia with the goals for York. Lafondra with a goal 2 minutes from time to take the game to extra time, as the board have given us £1,580 extra in prize money, as the drought finally ends for Benzia, which is great news. Okay, so you can see from the table we're 5 points off the leaders. Okay, I'll sort the Ecuadorian squad out later on. Yeah, from a quick look at the table there, see we're 5 points behind the leaders, Cardiff. So we need to keep our promotion push going. Fraser Forster can come back in goal. Valverde, you've not been playing too bad to be fair, so I might keep you in. Hayams will rest you, and Baker can come back in. Benzia, I know you scored, but I want to give Soriano a game. Luke Shaw will bring you out, and D'Souza Silva can come back in. Other than that, team looks good to go. Let's get this next game underway against 21st place Millwall. Okay, before I get this game against Millwall underway, I'm going to quickly check the budget out just to make sure we have some money left, as I want to sort my scouts out soon. Yep, everything looking okay. So we'll get this game with Millwall underway. Okay, they've drawn 2 of their last 3 games and lost the other one. Not scoring many and not conceding many as well. Could find this a tough game. Okay, 1-0 victory. We take the game with a goal from Taylor, 30 minutes in. As Lazarevic, the man in form. And that win moves us up to 9th in the table. Only 4 points off the leaders now, and Mia is stepping up. We'll get this schedule moved on and get our next game underway, as lack of action frustrates Romer. Okay, let's see what you're worth. Sort by position. Here we go. Romer. I'll look to send you out on loan. Camacho, Perez Alonso, Lazarevic. I'm unsure whether to actually send you out on loan or whether to actually sell you. I need a new right back. I think I need someone better than Valverde, so I'll see who's available. Maximum worth 2.5 million. I think that's potentially what I can get away with part exchanging you, Romer. So we'll see who's available, see what the highest rating is. Okay, 2 broad. Okay, there are some decent players. Wage may be a bit of a problem. 15,000 a week is what most were looking for. So we'll move the attributes and make overall between 75 and 80 and see who is available. Hopefully this narrows the search down a little bit. Maybe give around 10-20 players. It will be enough to gauge what we need to do. We have a few here. Most, unfortunately, are a bit high on the wages. Basta for 25, Glenn Johnson 35 grand a week, but wow, he's 32. We'll see. I don't want to go for a young player. I may look for free agents in the end, but we'll see if there's any young players out there who we can pick up who are on, say, 9-10,000 a week wages. Okay, Vegard Egan, Ooh, Agazi, 1,000 a week. 25-year-old right back. Okay, they're all 25. And what we'll do, we'll add all of them to the shortlist for now. Obviously, I can't buy any now. So we'll add them to the shortlist now, and then when it gets around to the January transfer window, we'll make inquiries and see who is available. And get the schedule moved on and get the next game underway. Quickly check the squad out though. See how everyone is looking. Okay, energy for Thiago Medeiros is a bit low, same with Soriano. We'll give Benzia another game. Valverde, we'll bring you out. And I said Lazarevic was the man in form, so we'll play you as the right back role. I don't think it's going to matter too much, as obviously it's a simulated game. It's not actually playing the games. It's not someone really out of position, because it's just simulating a back four, a midfield, and an attack. Okay, we take the game 3-0. Goals from Perez Alonso, Canteros, and Taylor, who was injured as well. Here we go. He's out for 2 months. Jesus Christ. Okay, luckily we do have enough midfield cover, as Lazarevic sparkles again. And we're climbing the table. We're now up to 5th in the Championship. 4 points behind leaders West Ham, 2 points behind second place Blackburn and Cardiff. Okay, quickly sort the squad out for Ecuador. And we'll just go with the same players we've gone with before. And we will check the squad ahead of this next match for York. Obviously, Taylor needs to come out. I think Pavlovic is going to be the obvious replacement in. He's only rated 1 lower than Taylor, which isn't too bad. But we need to take Taylor off the bench. We'll bring Hayams onto the bench. I think that's all we really need to do right now. Wow, Romaire's gone up to a 72, so that's put his value up a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's much else we really can do. So we will get this simulation underway. Hopefully we can continue our good form. Charlton have been in mixed form. Won 1, drawn 1 and lost 1 of their last games. Although the loss was against Villa in the Cup. And Charlton take this one 2-0. Holland's sent off after he scored. Morrison with a second goal for Charlton. They take the game 2-1. Okay, so we really need to bounce back in our next game, as we have a youth squad report. Juan Marcos looks to be a good player. Youth development. I think we both agree that Honor Hayams is a lad who shows a lot of promise. However, he is not really in the first team picture. Okay, so I need to do something about that. Maybe potentially loan him out in the January transfer window, as we have 3 players leaving on international duty. It could be a case of loaning Honor Hayams out in the January transfer window, but we shall see, depending on how the squad is looking. As we have a tough game coming up against QPR, who are just below us in the league. Okay, check energy levels. Benzia, potentially do with bringing you out, and we'll bring Matix back in. Okay, the ball was saying Hayams needs to play or go really, so we'll look to bring him in. But wow, energy level is a bit low. I think I've got to stay with a full strength team, and that's Baker at the moment. Attacking work rate high. Pavlovic low and low for work rate. Okay, Silva's got better defensive work rate, so we'll put him in the middle of the 3 centre backs, and we'll give Hayams a game. And we'll get this game against QPR underway, who are unbeaten in their last 3. Beat Bristol City 2-1, drew 2-2 with Reading. Okay, we win 2-1. 2 goals from Darren Mattox and a goal from Ephraim was the reply from QPR. Still 5th in the table, but unfortunately due to our loss against Charlton in the previous game, we are 7 points behind West Ham now, as you have a couple of international games coming up. Quickly get the squad checked ahead of this first international game. I don't really think there's any changes I need to make to the team. Everything is looking pretty good. There's 3 centre-backs there, Minda, Achille and Arazo. Not much we can really do there. We'll bring Minda into the middle just so I've got the higher rated players on the outside. Defensive mids are all the best we've got available. I think it's all the best we've got available all around the squad. So we'll get this game against Bolivia underway, who have lost their last 3 games. Wow. Okay, they lose this one as well. Goals from Montero and Benitez seal a 2-1 victory for Ecuador. But Minda is injured. Hopefully it's not too long injury. Out for 7 days. It's not too bad, but unfortunately he will miss the second game, which is against Peru. Okay, we're 5 points behind Colombia, who hold the final qualifying berth. We'll get this game against Peru underway as soon as we can. Obviously need to change one of our centre-backs. I think I have one more in the squad. We'll quickly check. Okay, we've got Paredes, who's a right back, and we've got a left back. Wow, struggling for centre-backs. So what we'll do, we'll bring Achille into the centre-back role, and we'll move Paredes to right back. And we'll get this game against Ecuador underway, who are unbeaten in their last 3. Beat Bolivia and Paraguay, and drew with Uruguay. Okay, not too bad. We get a 1-1 draw against Peru, considering they're unbeaten in their last 3. Okay, so I'm unbeaten in my first 4 games in charge of Ecuador. Not too bad start. As we have a game coming up against Blackburn in the league. I believe they are 2nd or 3rd. Okay, yeah, Blackburn have moved down to 4th in the league. Quickly check the team, make sure there's no injuries on the international break. Okay, form has dipped for a few players. Not much we can do about that at this present moment in time, but energy is looking good, so we will get this next game against Blackburn underway, who are unbeaten in the last 3. Beat Forest and drew with Bristol City and Reading. Okay, 2-2 draw. Goals from Mattox and Canteros for York, and 2 for Goodwillie. Okay, we've now got a game coming against Derby, who are level on points with us, which is another tough game for us, to be fair. Then we have a game coming up against Burnley after that. Wow. 2 tough games. Have York City struggled to make a big impression? I wouldn't say that, really. We're not looking too bad for where we are in the table, in the playoff places. Okay, see how we can make this team any better. Capice will take you off the bench, and we'll bring Baker on. Romer, we'll change you for Valverde. Perez Alonso. Nice to have a couple of defenders on the bench. Although, to be honest, I'm not exactly too enamoured with the 3 defenders and only 1 midfielder. But to be honest, with Taylor being injured as well, we would have another one on there. So we'll just leave it as is for now with the 3 defenders, and we'll get this game against Derby underway. I've won 2 of their last 3. They're not scoring many, but they're also not conceding many. They do have a few injuries though. And we take the game 4-1. 2 goals for Hayams, 1 for Silva, and 1 for D'Souza Silva. Okay, D'Souza Silva steps up, and that win puts us 7 points behind West Ham, who are leading the way with 32 points. Currently lie 5th in the table. A bit of a gap opening up between Wolves in 6th and Ipswich in 7th. Get the schedule moved on. Look to get this game against Burnley underway. And then we face Aston Villa in the Capital One Cup. Okay, here we go. How's the team looking? Energy levels. Okay, apart from Hayams. So, he's not looking too bad, so we'll leave it as is. And we will get this game against Burnley underway. Okay, wow, Burnley have been in shocking form recently. Drawn 2 and lost 1 of their last 3 games. Playing a 4-4-2 formation. They do score and concede goals in their games. Okay, they score in this one, but don't concede. Burnley take a 1-0 win. Could have done with winning that game to give us a bit of form going into this game against Aston Villa. But not much really we can do about that now. Get this schedule moved on and get this game against Aston Villa underway. I may look to make a few changes, give a few fringe players a bit of a game. Obviously, I'd like to go as far as I can, but I also need to give players a rest. Obviously, Fraser Forster would be one potentially we give a rest to. Camacho is going to come into the side, so is I was going to bring Baker in, but to be fair, Paul Jose Lemaire was one that was touted up, so we'll bring him in. We'll give Luke Shaw a game. Valverde can also come into the team. think that's about it. Matuk's not really got that much form. Pranic, yeah, we'll give Pranic and Benzia a start up front. And we'll see how we get on in this game against Aston Villa. Obviously, as much as I would love to go fight in the Capital One Cup, if you offered me a quarter or a semi-final place in the Capital One Cup or promotion, it's got to be promotion. Okay, 2-0 win for Aston Villa. Goals from Iago Falque and Christian Benteke. Not the result we wanted, but as I was saying before, I would prefer promotion above a good cup run. It's what we need. We want to be in the Premier League as soon as we can. We don't really want another season in the Championship if we can help it. And certainly I think my job may rest on getting into the Premier League this season. We'll get the schedule moved on and get this next game underway. Another reminder for the Ecuadorian squad, we can deal with that as and when we need to. Look to get this next game underway as soon as we can. Obviously need to make a few squad changes back to how we had the squad before. Thiago Medeiros straight into the team. De Sousa Silva back as left back. Or do I go with Shaw? Do I keep Shaw? I'm unsure, to be fair. No, we've got to stick with De Sousa Silva. Ollie Hames can come back into the cam role. Pranic will replace you with Canteros. Valverde will drop you again, and we will bring... Where's he gone? Where's my man? Lazarevic, where are you? There you are. Up to a 77. Wow, definitely bring you back in. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really think there's that many changes we need to do. Bench is solid still. So we'll get this game against Coventry underway. Mixed form for Coventry. Beat Forest, lost to Reading, drew with Bristol City. Okay, wow. A 5-0 win for York City. 2 goals for Hames, 1 for Canteros, 1 for Baker and 1 for Shaw. Wow, what a way to bounce back from the defeat against Villa. Okay, that keeps us in 5th place in the table. Nothing much else we really need to do there, guys. So I am going to call it a day here. We'll quickly see how we're looking in the league. There we go, 5th place. Won 8, drawn 4, lost 4. Scored 26 goals, conceded 16 so far. And guys, we'll call it a day there. We'll be back with you in a couple of days with the next episode. Cheers!